been a really long time since I've done a tutorial. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have a camera, so I'm gonna just wing it with my cell phone and hope for the best. I'm doing this tutorial in honor of a friend today. It's her birthday, and I wanted to make it a special day for her. And I know she always loved my tutorials, so this one is for you, Kayla Childers. We're gonna start off today. I'm a little nervous, so bear in mind with me. It's my first time coming back. We're gonna start off today priming our lids with, I like to use NYX Proof It. It waterproofs it. I don't know how good it is for waterproofing it, but it's pretty good in the summertime, especially when you're sweating and you're hot. It works pretty well. Now, I like to apply this pretty generously, just so that when I rub it in, it's getting in all them little cracks and creases, because, you know, I'm an older girl, got older skin. It's a whole different ballpark, okay, than all you youngins who ain't got nothing to worry about. You got big, beautiful, puffy eyelids. I envy you. I'm not even gonna lie. This has been pretty good primer, in my opinion. I haven't been, you know, too disappointed with it. I stand by it 100%. If you don't have this, you can also use Makeup Revolution, their face primer. It's in a blue tube, I believe. It's just as good as this stuff, to be honest with you. Maybe not quite as, you know, strong as this. It's also waterproof, so, you know, keep that in mind. So it's like a little doopy dupe for you there. Not that you really need one, but, you know, hey, you can't get one, maybe you can get the other, you know, however that goes. Now, I see a lot of girls generously applying this stuff, the Tarte Shape Tape. I like to use this, you know, to give myself a nice base. I've noticed that a little bit goes a long way with this stuff, so, you know, literally like a dab. No rush, because it seems like the longer you take, the thicker it is, the better it blends out anyway, so take your time. I got a little music going in the background just so y'all don't think I'm crazy over here. You hear me humming or singing or something, that's just me feeling myself. See, this side weighted a little bit, way more intense. I got carried away with that one. Oh well. It's alright, because I'm going to be doing some under eye makeup anyway. Not that I won't have to touch that up later anyhow. See what I mean though? A little bit goes a freaking long way. Actually, I'm going to wipe that off because it's not a good look. I'm looking... Sorry about that. I was gonna say I'm looking like a one-eyed panda, but I kind of lost my shit, literally. Oh, of course you don't want to come out. This is my magic oil. I use it for everything. For me, it's the best thing for cleaning up any excess makeup or even taking the makeup off. I don't really like to get the Tarte Shape Tape on my face because it's not friendly to my face. For my eyelids, not a problem. But I put it on my face and it just seems to emphasize everything a girl does not want emphasized, if you know what I mean. Like, I ain't trying to look like I'm ancient over here. I am probably considered ancient to some of you young girls, but I'm certainly not trying to look it anyway. Y'all are probably like, how old is she? Yeah, I'm not telling. Actually, I will tell you if you ask me. Leave a comment down in the comments and we'll see if I admit it. Right now I'm going in with Morphe, the white concealer. And this is just to boost it a little bit, give it a bit more oomph. Like my pale butt really needs to be any paler. But I was thinking about using some bolder colors like pinks and such. Possibly like a coral color. And for something like that, you want to have a really good light base, just so that right now I was just kind of smoothing out some of the rough edges. I'm really good at getting that stuff under my eyes. It's not friendly for me. I've tried all kinds of different things. Probably the biggest problem for me is I don't drink enough water. I am a soda girl. I am addicted to soda. We call it pop up here where I live. Oops. Alright, now I am feeling this is like ready. Now let's see. I want to take some of the Kat Von D loose powder and just basically, you know, set the eye a little bit. I don't want it to be too overly tacky. I use a very light fluffy brush because I don't want it to really, I don't want it to take away all the tackiness. I just want it to take away a little bit of it. You know, like dull it down a little. And I like this, her powder, the translucent one. It's really nice because it keeps it nice and bold. And it don't tone it down like, say, like a skin tone, you know, powder would do. It would just make it more back down to skin tone. And we don't want that right now because we want our colors to really... That didn't go right. That one didn't either. Sad face. My lips are dry. Let's see about that. Some more crap I don't need. Alright. So, let's see. I'd really like to go into this Juvia's Place palette. It's the Dose. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. And I want to use this shade right here. This is one of my favorite palettes. For a highlighter. I'm terrible. But also, I like to use different things on here as well. Different colors. Like this orange color. It's very reminiscent to the orange that's in the Pastel Goth by Kat Von D. Not that you can get that anymore, but anyone who had that palette probably, you know what I mean and you feel me. A lot of people ask me, like, when it comes to blending your eyeshadows, like, where do you start when you go to blend? And I always, just tell people the same thing. You go where you want the most. Start off where you want the most color. And just go from there. I pretty much just wing it. I'm not a makeup professional or anything like that. I just love doing makeup. And I've been doing makeup pretty much my whole life. For friends and family, people have come to me, had me do their makeup. I've always been pretty up to date with current styles and trends. I like to do counterclockwise motions or half circles. And I always kind of try to drag it away. When you're dealing with older skin, you have a lot of pulling and tugging, so it's best to kind of pat the color in versus, sitting there trying to blend it. I don't know if it's like the color just don't want to get into certain creases or what it is. That's what I've experienced anyways, not just with my own skin, but with friends who have older skin. Or people with heavily hooded eyes. If one eye comes out looking better than the other, y'all, it's life. That's what it is for me, man. I kid you not. I always have one really good eye and the other one's just kind of winging it. It's getting by. I know it looks a little heavy over here yet, but I'm not done blending it. Just let y'all know. Right now, I just want to match up my colors on both lids. Try to anyway. I could have done a voiceover, but a lot of times I feel like voiceovers are impersonal. I guess it really just depends on the circumstances. Sometimes you lose the sound in the video even, and you don't really even have a choice, so. Sometimes you get a corrupt video and lose the whole darn thing. That's very disheartening, by the way. And that's a sound of me not calling you back. Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. Shampoo press, get me out of my hair. Oops. I'm gonna get myself out of my own hair. I may have smoked a bit much tonight. This is my fluffy brush. I love my fluffy brush. I like to call this one Fluffy Flufferson. I know I'm silly, but he gets the job done. Before, after. Gotta have you a fluffy brush, girl. This one's nice too. It's the Morphe M510, I think. It's nicely tapered to this, fit right where you want it. It's not like too overly fluffy, getting like other areas you don't want it to get. Like if I want to generalize it and only blend out my edges and not blend out like, the bottom area and keep that more saturated, I can. It's a very nice brush. Bigger brushes, you might goof up, go too far down, blend your stuff too much, and then you gotta go back and put more color in it. It's a real pain in the tissue. Tell us it's a my face. Get you out of my hair. Alright, now we're gonna go in and get a packing on brush because now we're gonna go to the palette that we're all probably here for. We will go back to Juvia's place later, but not for a minute. And right now we're gonna go into this one. Let me decide. I'm gonna probably end up going in with the color that I always end up using. I want this pack-on brush. Yeah. This one was an old Tom Ford brush from back in the day. Mind me, like most of my brushes now are Morphe brushes, but I do have a couple from back in the day that I spent a fortune on. Right now I'm going into the shade Coma. It's a really pretty burgundy shade. Let's see where I want to put this. I'm just not getting the same payoff here, buddy. That's a little better. Must have been a little bit more heavy-handed on this side. That's me, heavy-handed. Like I said, I'm just an average girl who likes to do makeup. I am not a makeup artist. So do not judge me. And now I'd like to go in with Cavity. I'm going to use another pack-on brush. I got this one from eBay. It's a mermaid. Oh, fucking know. Sorry. Pardon my friends. I don't know. You how to hold it. Who else misses Aaliyah? I still think if she wouldn't have died, she would have been kicking a lot of these girls right out of the limelight.
And this is where I lost the footage to blending out the eyeshadow.
Okay, sorry about that. I was losing my shit, and then my lamp lost its shit and broke into little ball pieces all over the floor, and I had to clean it up real quick before my cat got into it, so that was the pause there. I'm a little stressed out. I just got done cleaning up all that glass, and then I had to find another bulb, which now my living room is in complete darkness. The struggle is real. But, yeah, we're gonna cut this and, get going on this look. See a little tool here for doing cut creases. I don't want it to go over too much. I think it might be time for a new one. And there we go. Very nice, very nice. Now, I want to take my finger and kind of smooth out this edge a little bit. Okay. There. Kind of like that. Ain't gotta be perfect, because we want to go back in with some pink and stuff anyway with that right there. Alright. Let's feeling this color right here in the Dose palette. I'm probably so not pronouncing that right. And let's see. I'm gonna, not move you all around, hopefully. I'm going to take my concealer brush. I like using this brush for cutting creases and such. And I'm just gonna kind of dab that all over. Be careful when you go up by the line. If you go too high, you're gonna be cursing. I know I would be. No. I'm not using using a brush to put this on. And you're probably like, the heck is she doing? Trust the process. Now I'm gonna use my finger. I don't trust my big ass fingers not to go too high and goof shit up, so bear with me. Alright. And that's how that looks so far. Now I'm gonna do the other half. The other eye. Okay. Make sure I get it off good. You don't want to give me nothing again, do you? You stingy bitch. That's better. Had to fight with it a little bit, but we got it. Buttering succotash, man. Ugh. Whenever I feel I got, like, too much concealer on there when I'm cutting the crease, that's what I like to do, is just take a beauty blender and smoothen that shit the fuck out. Because otherwise, if you don't, it's gonna look cake. And then you're not gonna like the way it looks. What we're going to do with one of these. I have to pick one. One that I think will complement the look. If I can get it out. I think I'm going to use the shade here. It's kind of it's called Rockin' Rose, and it's kind of a duochrome, which may or may not look pretty. We shall find out. I have not ever done this makeup look before, and like I said, I'm pretty much winging it. Now I'm thinking, because I'm a fiend for all of these. OMG. I want to use them all. Like every last one in one look. But I do think that is a physical impossibility. However, don't put anything past me. Something like that. Pretty Luna. I'm about to use a product that I'm so in love with right now, and it was like in social media hyped up so much, but I really freaking like this stuff. And I don't have much left. In fact, I have very minimal left. I think I'm just going to tap it out. And that is the Farsali Unicorn Essence. I tried the sample. I like it. I'm going to buy the big one. Bet. I'm not going to do it all fancy like everyone else does, because I don't have enough to drip it like I normally do. But it's all good. I have enough to do my face. I'm saving the blur one for the holidays, because the girl's gotta be prime on the holidays, you feel me? Give me a comment down there if you do. Holidays are everything. You run into relatives, friends of the family, you know, everybody. You want to look nice. This wouldn't be a bad holiday look if you're wearing, like, you know, these kind of colors or something. I've always loved burgundies and, like, corals. That's why I did this look, because I really like burgundies and corals. Plus, I wanted to do a look that I know that my friend Kayla would be able to do if she really set her mind to it, you know. I know the cut crease is a little bit much for her, but, you know, she would do it more gentle, more of a gentle cut crease, which, you know, I could do that very simply by taking this little brush here, and let me take this, go back in with the, oh shoot. Shoot, I almost had it. These nails, they are hazardous sometimes. Okay. And just kind of go back in around it. And kind of smoothing out any harshness. There. That's more reminiscent to what she would wear. Still very pretty, still very dramatic. Alright. Not so sharp. Alright. Alrighty, I don't need that. It's not that one anyway. Alright, now that we have the unicorn essence on, I'm going to go in with what I like to use for my face. It's not a foundation, but I like it. It's made by Makeup Revolution, I believe. I'll double check here in a minute. It's a concealer that I just happen to like using everywhere. More or less like I use it like foundation, I guess. It ends up that way by the time I get done blending it all out. Wow. I got my little face on, oh yeah. Make sure the product I was using was by Makeup Revolution. Yes, it was. It was the Conceal and Define. Now I'm going in with a very cheap powder. Y'all are gonna like read me to filth. But it works for me and I don't have any issues with it. None that I know of. LA Colors. It's actually a pretty good powder. Eyebrows, I'm going to keep them pretty simple. I don't want to get too crazy with it, but you know, then again, I always say that, but then it goes a totally different direction. So we never know. You know, everybody says you should be scared of eyeliner. Shit, be scared of your eyebrow pomade. Yay, good times. I like to brush up on the front part, down on the end. Kind of gives it more of a, like you have little tiny hairs effect. And then, to enhance them, I like to go in and just kind of draw them in a little. do a couple on the front part. And then the same thing on this side. Alright, and I like to go back in with the brush again. Same thing as before. Up. And then down. Don't know if y'all seen that. Up. And then down again. I'm gonna work on this one a little. God bless you, Maxwell. You hear him sneeze? Little kitty sneeze. Yeah, I kind of goofed up that one a little bit with the brush, but whatever. As long as they don't look like mixed matchy. I think they look like they're related, so we're good. There, they're a little more related. Alright, and let's see. I want to take this mini pack-on brush, Mermaid Collection from eBay again. And I want to get back out the Blood Sugar palette for that dark shade again. So look, plummy. Yeah, it's like a plum shade. Coma. And just kind of work it in, baby. Like that. I know I make some funny faces when I'm doing my makeup. Y'all probably laughing cracking on me. Like, look at this girl with her crazy look. Alright, now I'm gonna go back into the Dose palette. Dose. I don't know how you pronounce that. Deuce sounds too much like douche. That's why I don't like calling it that. Eyelashes. I want to use the 3D Mink eyelashes by Lily Lashes in the Miami Lash. And yes, I know they've seen better days. I have used these many times. many times. I like to use the glue from Lily Lashes. It's really good stuff. And I like to just lightly put the glue along the edge. Like, oh, you know, an even amount, you know, like an even coat all the way across. Just so that I know in the back of my mind that it's not gonna lift up or do anything stupid on me later, like pop off. If you're working with the cheaper lashes or really thick lashes, as a tip that I can give you, do a very thin coat of glue, let it dry all the way, then apply your more generous amount, and then pop them bitches on. Bet they stay. Just saying. Even the ones that don't like to bend, the ones that are really, you know, hard and firm, you'd be sitting there going like this to them, you know, rolling them back and forth, you know, it's a no. The double glue trick will help you. You'll be in there. Now, when placing the eyelashes on, I like to just try to match up the curve of the eyelash to the curve of the eye. Once I get it placed, I leave it alone for a minute because that glue's still kind of, you know, wet, and you want it to get a bit more tacky. But it's generally where I want it. And then as far as like tucking in the edges and fixing anything that I feel is imperfect, it's good to go. So by the time I pop this one on, this one will be ready to mess with. Voila. And what I basically like to do when I do go back into the lash is just press it down, you know, like press it in more, like kind of like push it on there more firmly. You don't want to do that when it's still kind of moist because it's just going to all over the place and be a hot mess. Get it where you want it, and then once the glue gets a little bit tacky, dries a little, then press it in. You're good to go after that. It's a bit of a patience game when it comes to your lashes. If you don't have patience, probably not gonna do too good at a job. Yikes. Oh, that's another thing is when I'm applying the glue is I try to make it a little bit thicker on the outside and inside corner of the lash. It helps a lot. Sorry, I was looking in my living room. It's very freaky, all dark in here. Yeah, that's my fault. But yeah, I can't wait to fix that. But I'm thinking this look is turning out pretty nice. I'm not too mad at it. Looks like I'm barely wearing anything on my skin. That's why I like that concealer. Because, you know, when you have older skin, you can't pack on a lot of heavy stuff. Like, you smile, you know, and it looks real, you look like a crepe paper doll or something. Like, it's not a good look. I love doing makeup and learning how to do makeup for older skin as well as younger skin. Younger skin, y'all got it easy. Just about anything works well on your skin, but when you get older, your skin is like a lot more testy, temperamental. Okay. Oh man, really? For contour, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution HD Pro HD, however you want to say that. I like to use the lighter shade of brown. Probably pretty obvious which one I use. It's getting pretty low, and I like this one for depth. So I'm going to start off with the first one, the lighter shade. I like to follow the cheekbones. Now, here's a little secret that I'm going to give you that a lot of people don't know. When you contour your face, if you contour downwards, it's going to make your face look more fierce, more like mean. But if you contour your face while you're smiling, it will look like you're smiling even when you're not. And I like to contour while I'm smiling, so get ready for the funny faces, y'all. See what I mean? I like to contour my jawline because I feel like it eliminates my double chin a little bit. But if you're going to use the contour on your jawline, just make sure that you go up behind your ear a little bit and bring it down, just so that it follows through. It's not like you have like a line stopping halfway. Yeah, I've seen a lot of girls doing that, and it's not cute. Alright, jawline is done. Now for the big ass forehead. Contour on your forehead to be a bit darker at the hairline and, you know, fade to lighter towards the middle of your forehead. You want this part here to be whiter or whitest because that's always the highlighted area of your face. I know you're probably like, wow, why is she packing this shit on so heavy? What is this girl doing? It's just the process here. It is part of my method. That is done. You want to take a big fluffy fucker, okay? And just buff that shit the fuck out. I told you there was a reason for my madness. I find that doing my makeup like this makes it last a lot longer than, you know, sitting there and just putting very little bits on there, being super careful, blending it like ever so softly. No. Pack that shit on a little on the heavy side. Don't get too crazy now, you know, because this can only do so much. And just blend, blend, blend that shit to filth. And there you go. I ain't mad at it. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with some blush, but I don't have blush right now. And for the life of me, because my light is off in my living room, and that was the only source of light by all my makeup, yeah, I can't get to it. But I was thinking, since I've used it before as a blush, why not go into this palette again? Use the same orange shade that we used on the eyes, and just a little bit on the cheeks. Just a hint. I've used it for blush before, and it's been pretty good. And there you go. I like to also follow through with a little bit of blush, what's left on the brush. Not like, you know, I'm dipping in again or anything. And just kind of go over my makeup a little bit. Just kind of puts a little bit of touch of color there. It's not like just white or brown. You know what I mean? It looks more like your flush. You have a natural flush. Another little makeup tip. Well, everybody's different. Maybe people be like, is she crazy? Why does she put blush on her forehead? Like, is she nuts? And to each their own. But I like the way my makeup comes out. So. And at the end of the day, that's really all that's important, is that you like your makeup. Because you're the one who has to sit there and stare at it all day. Am I right? There's no right or wrong way to do makeup. To me, it's always experimenting and trying something new. You know, like different methods, or methods that everyone says you shouldn't do because it's, you know, wrong thing to do, like applying concealer on top of powder. I do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? We do it all the time when we cut the crease. I mean, come on. There's nothing that you can't do. You set your mind to it, you can do anything. You can probably do this look and blow me away. I'm sure there's plenty of girls who can. And at least, you know, if you're gonna say that you did, show me a video, you know. Don't tag me in a photograph, because honestly, I know that most of those photographs are not real. So what good does that do me? Like, you know, you're showing me a photograph, but I I don't know if that's a real photograph. I don't know if, you've edited to filth to make it look better, Give me a video, show me a video, and I challenge you. I want to see, somebody do my makeup looks, That's the whole point of this, is to teach you something new, to show you, a pretty look. Okay, we're going back in this palette again. Again, yes, I know, again. And this time we're going in for some highlight. This is my favorite color in this palette. Can you tell? It's hitting pan, like, yeah. For a highlight, it's fierce. Alright, we're going in with this unicorn brush again. And it's, once again, from eBay. I'm not sure if they still have it, but I'm sure they do. I mean, I'm not sure, I am sure. I mean, it's most likely that they do. Okay. And then, let's do this side. And I have it. Oh, whoa. Did you see him? Was he in the video? Oh my god. Oh. I am not editing that out. That was too cute. Oh, he got in the video. Yes, he did. That was really cute. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I always forget. Inner corner highlight. We gotta make that shit pop. What am I doing? I gotta think of a color here. Let's see. Something good. Let's use something out of the blood sugar palette. This could change it all. Oh, shit. Okay. I say we use sweetener. This is a pretty shade. Please don't play me, sweetener. Oh, yes. Yes, that's what we need. I don't know if you noticed, but I always like to turn my head this way a little bit, just to give this little area right here nice little pop of bling bling. That way when you have your head turned sideways, people see that. I like the way it looks anyway. I'm not really happy with the way that's looking out. Much better. Okay. The inner highlight is popping. Ever since my music stopped, stupid YouTube. Are you still watching? Yeah, but I'm in the other room. I don't want to play with something fun. This is a risk. It's always a risk using this. It could be life or it could be critical death. It's called Liquid Frost by Mr. J Star. I like to put a little bit on my wrist. Not a lot because I'm not using a lot. And this part is going to get a little bit complicated. And I might shut you out a little bit. Hopefully I won't. Okay, good. I'm gonna make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now, I like to use the Beauty Blender to put that on, so that there's no, like, cast, you know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. Hiccup. You know, I forgot to even do that. Alright. Now, just like going around the edges just to get like any kind of little edges. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little more, just a tiny bit more. It does. Just kind of camouflage it out a little bit. Yeah. There you go. There. Okay. Now that that's done, we have the Fierce highlight. I forgot about the edges on my nose. And like, oops. I looked in the viewfinder, I was like, oh shit. Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't even say what lipstick I'm using. I'm using the Watermelon Soda by Jeffree Star. It's one of my favorites. And it smells so dreamy. It literally smells like watermelon. I'm gonna let that dry. While that's drying, I'm going to go with the Stila Magnum Triple X mascara. That shit's like, well, pow. Magnum X, Triple X, I mean. Alright, last touch. And this is the lip gloss from Buxom called Tanya. Just a kissy face. All-nighter setting spray. What girl can live without it? And this look is done. And I hope you guys like it. If you did, like and subscribe. I definitely appreciate all of you. And I like to think of you all as close friends. So please leave comments. Speak your mind. If something you liked it and I didn't, or I liked it and you didn't, just go for it, man. Tell me how you feel, how it worked for you. Maybe I can help you to, for it to work for you better, But, keep in mind that I'm here for you. We're all women, loud and proud, and, girl power, man.